the cover, l'inconnu, je vais envie, dis bonjour, un nom pour qui, n'importe qui, c'est pour toi, je t'ai dit n'importe quoi, on se faisait de te parler pour un.
When did you become interested in professional wrestling?
Well, many years ago, when I was just a petit Musky, back in the fields of France, I watched all the wrestling program on the TV. Wrestling, as you may know, is not very popular in France, mainly because it is not uncommon for men to walk around and touch each other in spandex.
When did you start wrestling?
Well, about 15 years ago, I traveled all over the eastern side of Europe to find the best in the training of wrestling. And finally, I found him. And I went to him and I say, "Hey, can you make the El Musky the greatest wrestler of all time? Can you make me a champion? Can you make me a superstar?" And he said, "No." But here I am 15 years later, ready to go straight to the top.
Were you an athlete before wrestling?
El Musky was the greatest athlete in all of the French countryside. As you might know, I was France's greatest fencing champion, the best they ever seen. Which is why when I walk myself through the ring, I give the classic El Musky catchphrase. TOUCHE!
How has the business been to you financially?
Well, I got to say, the business has been a little tough for El Musky. You know, back in the day, when I was still training, I made a little bit of money. But the nature of the business, it's just all gone.
Drugs, alcohol addiction?
No, paying to get on the shows.
Many people may not know this, but you were actually a part of the power plant in WCW. Do you have any memories or stories that you'd like to share with us?
Well, it is true. After spending many years in France, I went to the WCW power plant. I trained with some of the greatest of all time, the Chuck Palumbo, the Alex Skipper. And eventually WCW saw potential in El Musky, and they put me on their ring crew. I drove the truck from town to town. I was the best there ever was. But over time, El Musky said to himself, this is not the way it's supposed to be. So I marched myself right into WCW offices and I said, El Musky is here to wrestle, not to drive their ring.
So, they gave you a match?
No, Bolondo slapped the shit out of me.
What caused your return to professional wrestling?
Well, I got to say, I was sitting in my parents' basement, doing absolutely nothing, eating Cheetos, when I got a call from Lou Pelosi. Lou Pelosi says, "Hey, Warriors of Wrestling, making their New York debut, the January 31st, Janvier." And he says, "We need the most washed up wrestler there is. And who better than El Musky to fit the bill?" So I came in and I did what I had to do. El Musky going right to the top. C'est très bon.
What are your intentions here in Warriors of Wrestling?
Warriors of Wrestling wanted the best, and they got me. And this is a message to all you wrestling warriors out there. El Musky is going straight to the top. And I do not care who I have to go through to get there. I will get the first victory of my long and long career. You better believe it.
Okay, let's do some word association.
Let's go. Trevor, Trevor.
Give me your thoughts on Lou Pelosi.
Ha! The Lou Pelosi. You know, a lot is said about the Lou Pelosi. Some people say he is de fat, très grossi. Some people say he is lazy. Some people say he is the cheap.
But?
No, that's it.
Oh. Jason Cross.
Ha! The Jason Cross, warrior of wrestling, heavyweight champion. And I'll tell you what, Jason Cross may be the best this company has to offer. But then there is also Musky.
The Voice, Angelus Falcon.
You know, a lot of people say a lot of things about the Angelus Falcon voice. Let me tell you something, Le Voice. You might be very big. You might be very strong. You might even make your Musky poop his pants a little bit. But you are definitely not the prettiest masked wrestler in the Warriors wrestling.
Team Zero.
I'll tell you what, El Musky, upon his return to the wrestling, upon his coming to the Warriors of Wrestling, I went in the backstage area to find the Wrestling Warrior, and I went right in to Team Zero locker room. And I said, Team Zero, for the Foxy, the Damien Dragon, and the Kent Stampede. Nothing better exemplify Zero than this man. But after they spent the next 5 minutes laughing uncontrollably, they said no. But I'm used to it at this point.